What's going on, everybody? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor. Yes, we at it again. We're trying to check out this new little trend that's going around, like talking about. Let's see what this soft girl era is trying to say. Like, uh shit. It's always something. It's always something. So we finna see what this soft girl era hitting like. Here we go. Let's just check this out.
Like, especially on Twitter and social media in general, like a lot of the melanin mommies, the black girlies is getting onto the whole soft life era, and I'm here for it. I'm dead here for it because I feel like we all I feel like the trope of the independent black woman, the strong independent black woman is starting to die out, and I feel like we're all starting to get a little bit more vulnerable. I don't know if you agree with that or not.
In what way?
Okay, so what I'm gonna ask you is, what is it that you expecting out of you all getting into this quote unquote soft era? What are you expecting? You know, now that you supposed to want to be so soft, what is it that you expecting to happen? Like, I mean, what changes are going to be made in your life? Like, what better decisions are you going to make? Are you making better decisions for yourself still? Are you thinking about your community, your people, your loved ones, your family, everything around you? Are you still worried about your decisions that you need to make for yourself still? Or, are you worried about your children? Are you worried about, your future generations? You know what I'm saying? That come from you, which is your bloodline. So are you, what changes are you expecting? What you expect to happen different or anything like that? That's the question I want to know. I mean, that's the
like, do you feel like, I guess, like us as a collective, especially like
know
us
them answer to that question.
The black community, are we getting like more vulnerable? Like us as black women, do you feel like we're getting more vulnerable?
And like the aspect where we're tired of being strong, like we
just
want to be taken care of. I feel like I've seen that, going around more, and I feel like I kind of have indulged in that, like
how so? So what are some things that you have indulged in that is more softer than it was back then?
Things that I've indulged in, I guess accepting help or like accepting things from people.
Hey, yo, I peeped out. Hey, Miss Deshawn Denise, man. She got she just got one of them little she got one of them little joints made, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? What she was talking about, what she say, the spiders, the weave, and the something else. You know what I'm saying? That shit was fucking funny as hell though, man. For real though. Like, see, check out Miss Deshawn Denise, you know what I'm saying? Cool lady. She wide open. Wide open on her YouTube page. Yeah.
I'm more open to it because it's like, I don't know, I'm just more accepting to like receiving love and receiving help, and I'm more accepting to like just allowing what is be what is, you know what I mean? That didn't make sense.
No, it do
okay.
But I was gonna say, like, so what are some things that you were doing prior that you had to unlearn in regards of, I guess, like just being like vulnerable, especially being, like
that's a good question.
Girl. Yeah.
I don't know, you go off, let me think about that, you start off.
Okay, so I think like how you said, like,
here we go. So, you know what I'm saying? You go ahead on and start off, and then now she starts off and, give some, give whatever she finna give. Cause I'm watching this right along with you. I hadn't even seen this full video like that. I just watched it to a point, and then I just decided to go ahead on and record it, see what's going down. But, yeah. So she finna say certain things to a point, and then let's see what the copycats got to say.
Accepting help. I feel like, for example, I was in a situation last week, and I still have issues of like accepting help because I'm usually like the giver. I'm like the giver friend, y'all. Like, I'm a huge giver, It ain't tricking if you got it, you feel me? And when I got it, like, I like to splurge on my friends, but like, people go through our little moments. We have our moments where we're like, okay.
Hold up, sorry. I meant to stop it earlier. But yeah, that whole notion that it's not tricking if you got it, that's bullshit. Please get rid of that thinking. Please get rid of that thinking. At the end of the day, the money that you're using, You need to put in some hedge fund, or buy you man, there's so much important things that you could be doing with that money. You know, I mean, seriously, so many more important things. Buy into some type of stock or something. If figure out a way, figure it out. So much more stuff that you could be diving into.
Financially, it's like, oh shit, like damn, like okay, I've been spending a little bit too much. I gotta ease back, and like there's certain things that you're used to doing that I wasn't like able to do at the moment because I didn't have like the like sufficient funds at that time. So like even just like asking for help was so hard for me. I didn't even ask for help. Like my friends saw like my mood just kind of like switch completely, and then it's just like, no, I don't want you to help me though. Like I'm good. Like I'm fine. Like I'm getting paid next week. Like don't worry about it. But like my friends just like, no, bro. Like it's okay. Like you are a giver. You need to learn how to receive. And I feel like this year I need to really learn how to receive because I've been the giver for so long, and I'm so used to helping people out that when now it's like the other way around. It's like, nah, I'm good. Like I feel like I don't treat myself like a human, but I treat like everybody else a human. I remember I saw like this meme. I give people grace, but I don't give myself grace. They're going through a tough time right now. They just need to get themselves together. They need help. But when it comes to you, it's like you're not going hard enough. You're always just being like really, really hard on yourself. And I feel like that's where I was kind of at. And it's like, bro, it's okay.
You talk too much.
Let somebody help you. And I think that's just something I personally need to work on with like my friendships as well as like my future relationship that I will get into, Because like nobody wants somebody that's always just on some like, oh nah, I don't need your help. I don't need your help. I don't need your help.
Okay, she still haven't given any real reason why she's trying to go into this soft girl era. Hasn't mentioned anything of substance. What are you all this jibber jabber? What consistently are you going to do to make this change? You know what I'm saying? Are what about your life when you up in age and you actually need other beings around you that you've been put in work with for years and years upon years at a time, and you can trust these individuals because you never know what may happen to you in the future. You know what I'm saying? You can get hit with cancer, or you can get, in a car accident, or you could get, it's so many ways life could go left for you. But if you don't have the proper people around you because you've been so delusional and so outside of your own self and only thinking about self and not, putting in any type of value into other people, one thing Kevin Samuels always said, life is about people. And that is the God's honest truth. Life is about people. You can't maneuver this planet without other people, and I hate that we living in a generation, in a situation to where people think that they do everything by themselves. How is that possible? What do you mean you do everything by yourself? You this independent person. You know what I'm saying? And the setting of that type of mindset just don't go away overnight because you feel like you woke up the next day and I'm gonna choose this soft era because the only main reason why I done heard so far is because I want to be taken care of. That's not how that shit works. Okay, so you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna shut it down there real quick. But yeah, this is this soft girl era. Very interesting. It's very interesting to see how this is going to really come about here, considering the situation at hand. As far as definitely the vision that we have as Black men and women. It's going to be very interesting to see what this is going to try to develop into, but at the same time, though, too, accountability is going to definitely have to be had. There's no way around that. You're gonna have to explain what it is that you're trying to achieve with this movement. You're gonna have to really show some consistency with that. You know, ain't no guarantee though. Trust me, ain't no guarantee. So, hopefully, what I'm saying, you ladies out here trying to do this soft thing, just become, well, soft era or whatever, but just become a better person for yourself. That's all I can tell you to do at this point. Just point blank, period. Because a lot of stuff that went on so long to at the end of the day, it's gonna be, kind of hard setting, resetting buttons and shit. And dang. At the end of the day, shit, like, my only thing is that black people with those that may be left or anything like that in the future is gonna look up and I don't know whether or not y'all ever seen that movie Planet of the Apes with Charlton Heston. I'm talking about the original one. In that original movie, once he landed on the planet, which he thought he was on another planet, but low key he was actually back on Earth, except for it was like thousands of years after humans had pretty much destroyed themselves. So, okay. So he gets captured and they pull him on in, lock him up, this and that, whoop the woo. He escapes. So it's this scene where he running through their little city or whatever, and he runs into what their equivalent is of a museum. And he runs through that museum and he sees his colleague that he was flying through space with and landed with in that museum, stuffed. Like you would do a bear or a tiger or something like that in a museum that you go visit today. So he was in that thing stuffed. Standing there, eyes wide open now, you know what I'm saying? You can see his eyes, everything, But he was stuffed. I'm thinking that's gonna be, like black folks in the future, like, what I'm saying? People gonna be going to a museum and welcome to the 21st century's early 21st century's Black American site. In this site right here, you will see where the early 21st century Black Americans actually went from a rise to a fall. They rose at the top with their music and their shucking and jivery. And they also rose to the top with a few of their industrial moves. But all of a sudden, for some reason, the men and the black women could not get along. And by them not getting along, they were able to destroy their own culture by year such and such and such and such. Or whatever. Y'all get the picture, man. Ain't nobody got time. I'm telling you some real life, individual, actual, factual things. Because at the end of the day, if we keep up with this way that we going, which it looks like we are going to do so, we're going to end up in a museum somewhere deep off in the 21st century, and it's not going to be pretty. And I'm going to tell you on the fact, my friends, that is the bottom line.